水啊！
所以川。刘伟成。林英。秋夏。王哈。
哎呀呀！
袁啸天。黄正礼。成龙。
Since the late 1920s, cinema has been profoundly influenced by martial arts, giving rise to a wide variety of films ranging from the wuxia genre, with its stylized fantasy, to gritty dramas and action films with complex narratives. Most of these productions originate in mainland China or Hong Kong. While the former tends to highlight historical aspects, the latter takes a more modern and dynamic approach. Some have been widely recognized and have shaped the perception of the genre, while others, less popular, have offered an alternative take on how to portray martial artists and their techniques. However, all have kung fu as their central theme in the collective imagination. Different combat styles are presented in each film, but Chinese martial arts, in their broadest sense, are the essence of each work. Today we will discuss Drunken Master, Jackie Chan's film released in 1978. Set in an era before his recognition as a renowned martial artist and heroic figure, Drunken Master presents a fictionalized view of Wong Fei Hung's youth. During this period, the protagonist leads a carefree life, enjoying the fruits of his family's success. Despite the constant efforts of his parents and friends to motivate him to strive and succeed, Wong Fei Hung, played by Jackie Chan, repeatedly finds himself in trouble due to his impulsive nature and easygoing attitude, coupled with his remarkable fighting prowess. This comfort comes to an end when his stern father decides to entrust his training to the legendary master, Beggar So, hoping to instill discipline in him. After multiple attempts to evade So's demanding training through increasingly absurd strategies, Fei Hung eventually masters the mysterious fighting style of drunken boxing. Over time, these new skills will prove crucial in his fight against Yen Ti-san, an elusive assassin who threatens his family. In recent years, critics and film fans alike have emphasized that Jackie Chan's Hollywood productions have lost originality and quality, becoming more conventional. Films like The Tuxedo and The Medallion have received harsh criticism and performed poorly at the box office. This has been largely attributed to the excessive use of computer-generated effects and wire assistance in his action scenes, which goes against the very essence that brought him fame. In his early Hong Kong films, Chan shone as an actor and martial arts expert who took risks and proudly performed his own stunts. Despite the challenges he has faced due to his age and the increasing difficulty in finding insurance companies to support his work in the United States, Chan has also surprised many of his fans with the changes in the way special effects and choreography are presented in his films. Drunken Master represents a peak in his career, where his talent as a fighter and filmmaker shines under full artistic direction. The film also featured a highly experienced production team and cast, allowing them to take the action and ambition even further within a genre whose standards and styles have been well established for years. Chan's career is worthy of admiration. His exceptional talent, his widespread acclaim in Hong Kong, and his tireless dedication allowed him to gain experience in the film world, appearing in some 30 films in just 5 years before the release of Drunken Master. His career spanned multiple facets within the industry, from supporting roles to screenwriting, leading acting, directing, and fight choreography, giving him a well-rounded perspective on creating striking combat scenes and memorable films, both in front of and behind the camera. Kung fu films shot in Hong Kong during the 1960s and 1970s often featured modest budgets and lax security measures, leading Chan to perform numerous stunts to make his productions stand out. His commitment to cinematic excellence led him to take considerable risks in pursuit of the perfect shot. This is reflected in the end credits of many of his films, which feature outtakes and eventful moments from the shoot, some of which are more shocking than the lesser-known films of his career. In his autobiography, he revealed that during the filming of Drunken Master, he nearly lost an eye. Following the huge success of Snake and the Eagle's Shadow earlier that year, the same crew and cast quickly embarked on the production of Drunken Master. In this new film, Jackie Chan worked alongside veteran producer Ng Si-yuan and renowned director Yuan Wu-ping, renowned both for his impact on Hollywood action films and for his work in China. The film showcases a wide variety of fighting styles, from Hung Jie to various animal-inspired techniques, such as the snake, crane, and tiger. However, the most iconic fight is the famous drunken boxing, or Zui Chuan, which the protagonist must learn and master. In reality, Zui Chuan is a challenging technique requiring exceptional coordination and balance, designed to mimic the unpredictable movements of an intoxicated person and disorient opponents. However, in the film, it is presented more literally, suggesting that a fighter who practices this style improves his skills when truly intoxicated. Although it is mentioned in passing that extreme use of this technique could lead the practitioner to develop a severe alcohol addiction, the film remains a light-hearted action production, with no intention of seriously exploring the consequences of this lifestyle. The early fight scenes are loaded with comic elements that highlight Wong Fei Hung's mischievous attitude, making it clear that, although unruly, he is not a bad person. No one is seriously injured in these initial clashes, and the peasants who make up the surroundings seem to accept his antics with patience, given his position within an influential and respected family. Furthermore, the use of humorous situations and fragile, easily broken objects gives these sequences an aesthetic closer to Buster Keaton's films than to Bruce Lee's. However, the story takes a turn when the protagonist begins his training in drunken boxing, a key moment that has left a lasting impression on viewers. Here, the emphasis is placed on dedication and loyalty to the master, values deeply rooted in Chinese culture but less common in Western narratives. In contrast to many American or European productions, where the time devoted to training is often minimal, Chinese kung fu films detail the hero's effort and evolution through his disciplined practice. Our protagonist's transformation from a privileged childhood to extreme poverty is symbolized by his being cast into the world of rivers and lakes. This concept refers to a clandestine realm made up of outcasts, fugitives, and martial arts experts, where physical confrontations are common. Essentially, Wong Fei Hung has reached his lowest point, and the only way to regain his honor and social status lies in mastering a rigorous martial arts discipline. In this context, it is through the wisdom and experience of Beggar so that the character's development takes on true meaning. Yin Tit Sam, the main antagonist, is a hitman hired to eliminate those who stand in the way of his employer's plans. Yin Tit Sam is a man of few words, intimidating and lethal, with a quiet confidence that makes him even more terrifying. He shows no unnecessary emotions, his coldness contrasts with the chaotic, youthful energy of Wong Fei Hung, Jackie Chan. He is a professional who lives for combat and tolerates no disgrace or defeat. Jang-Lee brings his mastery of Taekwondo kicks to this role, making Yin Tit Sam a devastating fighter with quick and precise attacks. His high, spinning kicks are his primary weapon, capable of knocking down opponents with a single blow. In the film, his style is direct and brutal, a perfect contrast to Fei Hung's unpredictable and fluid, drunken boxing.
Asshole, get out of here. Can't you hear? Judging by you.
If anyone has been disappointed by Jackie Chan's Hollywood productions or simply wants to understand how his career began, this film is an excellent entry into his early legacy. Since the 1970s, his signature style was already evident, a conventional narrative, impressive execution in action scenes, straightforward dialogue, and an interesting combination of different kung fu techniques. To criticize this film's weaknesses, which it certainly has, would be to lose sight of both its essence and the particular charm of Hong Kong kung fu cinema at the time. The story unfolds dynamically and fluidly, offering a unique look at the iconic Chinese characters Wong Fei Hung, his father Wong Kei-ing, and the beggar So, perhaps from a perspective underexplored by other productions. Naturally, the events highlight the strengths of these characters in maintaining a positive image among Chinese audiences. Ultimately, films like this contributed to making them more well-known among younger generations. After the overwhelming success of this film with audiences and critics, Zhou Chuan captured the spotlight for a time. Several spin-offs and other films incorporating this fighting technique emerged, generating a cult-like phenomenon. However, many acquired the mistaken idea that mastering it required being under the influence of alcohol, which caused some confusion and disappointment among new kung fu students. This style is part of various traditional martial arts, as mentioned above, and has been used in films by figures such as Jet Li and Donnie Yen. Currently, although it is seen as a curiosity within popular culture, it is usually practiced by martial artists who fully understand its true capabilities. Jackie Chan is known as much for his spectacular fight choreography in Hollywood as for his work as a director and martial artist in Hong Kong. His distinctive style is based on fluid, elaborate movements that blend seamlessly into the story, allowing him to incorporate comic relief without compromising his performance. In recent years, he has explored new areas in his career with productions like the Shinjuku Incident, which surprisingly avoids his iconic flying kicks. Even so, Drunken Master remains an exemplary example of his mastery of comic fighting and slapstick.